Am I the only one that didn't know this haunted house hides a terrifying secret? Picture this. The front door creaks open, and a cold breeze sweeps past you. Every step you take echoes through the empty halls. Shadows dance on the walls, and you can almost hear whispers from the past. The air is thick with anticipation. In the corner, an old rocking chair moves, but there's no one in it. You feel a chill run down your spine. The floorboards creak beneath your feet, as if warning you to turn back. Suddenly, a distant sound, a faint music box playing a haunting melody. Your heart races. What's waiting in the next room? Stay tuned for part 2 if you dare. Welcome back, brave souls. As you step further into the haunted house, the air grows colder. The faint music box melody continues to play, leading you deeper into the unknown. You find yourself in a dimly lit hallway where portraits of long-forgotten faces seem to watch your every move. Your breath is the only sound in the oppressive stillness. You reach the end of the hallway and push open a door. Inside, a grand dining room, frozen in time. Dusty chandeliers hang above a table set for a feast that never happened. Cobwebs drape over untouched plates and silverware. Then you notice it, a single fresh rose lying in the center of the table. Its vibrant red petals stark against the decay around it. Stay tuned for the next chapter, if you dare. Welcome back, brave souls. As you step further into the haunted house, the air grows colder. The faint music box melody continues to play, leading you deeper into the unknown. You find yourself in a dimly lit hallway where portraits of long-forgotten faces seem to watch your every move. Your breath is the only sound in the oppressive stillness. You reach the end of the hallway and push open a door. Inside, a grand dining room, frozen in time. Dusty chandeliers hang above a table set for a feast that never happened. Cobwebs drape over untouched plates and silverware. Then you notice it, a single fresh rose lying in the center of the table. Its vibrant red petals stark against the decay around it. Stay tuned for the next chapter, if you dare. Scene 3, The Secret Passage. Emotion 5. Music, eerie, mysterious, tension building. As you stand in the grand dining room, the silence is broken by a soft, almost imperceptible creak. Your eyes dart to the wall behind the table, where a section of the wood paneling begins to shift. Slowly, a hidden door reveals itself, opening into darkness. Gathering your courage, you step through the secret passage. The narrow corridor is lined with ancient bookshelves, filled with dusty tomes and strange artifacts. The air is thick with the scent of old paper and mystery. A flickering light at the end of the passage catches your attention. As you move closer, you see an old oil lamp illuminating a small, hidden study. The walls are covered with maps and cryptic notes, and in the center of the room, an antique desk holds an open journal. The pages are filled with frantic handwriting describing eerie occurrences and unsolved mysteries tied to the haunted house. Just as you start to read, the lamp flickers and goes out, plunging you into darkness. A chilling whisper echoes in the room, sending shivers down your spine. The secrets of the haunted house are far from over. Will you dare to uncover them? Stay with us if you can. Welcome back, fearless explorers. With the hidden study behind you, you carefully make your way back through the secret passage. The air feels heavier now, as if the house itself is aware of your presence. You return to the grand dining room, but something has changed. The once still air is now filled with a faint, almost inaudible whispering, like voices carried on a distant wind. You follow the sound, leading you to a staircase at the far end of the room. The steps creak under your weight as you ascend, each one echoing through the silent house. At the top, you find yourself in an attic, filled with forgotten relics and old furniture covered in white sheets. The whispers grow louder, guiding you toward an old, ornate mirror standing in the corner. As you approach the mirror, your reflection begins to blur, replaced by the image of a young woman in a period dress. Her eyes are filled with sorrow, and she mouths a silent plea for help. Suddenly, the mirror cracks, and the whispering stops. The attic is plunged into silence once more, leaving you to wonder about the tragic story behind the haunting. The mysteries of this house are growing deeper, and the spirits are becoming restless. Will you dare to continue? Stay tuned for the next chapter, if you have the courage. As you glance back at the cracked mirror, you can't shake the feeling that the young woman's spirit is still watching you. You slowly descend the attic stairs, each step filled with a sense of foreboding. Back in the grand dining room, the atmosphere feels even more oppressive. as if the house is closing in on you. You notice a family portrait on the wall. The faces of the figures seem to follow you with their ghostly eyes. Suddenly, you hear footsteps behind you, but when you turn around, there's no one there. A closed door at the end of the hallway catches your eye, and you feel compelled to investigate. Your hand trembles as you reach for the doorknob, unsure of what lies beyond. The door creaks open, revealing a dark, empty room. You step inside, the darkness enveloping you as the door closes behind you with a soft click. The feeling of being watched intensifies, and you can't shake the sense that something is lurking in the shadows. On a dusty table, you find an old journal, its pages filled with cryptic entries and unsettling drawings. As you read the journal, you uncover the tragic history of the house and its restless spirits. You close the journal, a sense of foreboding settling over you as you realize the true extent of the haunting. The room feels colder now, and you know that the spirits are watching your every move. Will you dare to continue exploring, or will you turn back while you still can? Stay tuned for the next chapter if you have the courage. Welcome back, brave souls. As you close the journal, the room grows colder, and you can feel the weight of the house's tragic history pressing down on you. The shadows seem to move, and you can't shake the feeling of being watched. Determined to uncover the full story, you gather your courage and step back into the hallway. The whispering returns, more insistent this time, guiding you toward another door at the far end. You reach for the doorknob, your hand trembling slightly. The door creaks open, revealing a narrow, dimly lit staircase descending into the darkness. Taking a deep breath, you begin your descent, each step echoing ominously. At the bottom, you find yourself in a dank, musty basement. The air is thick with the scent of damp earth and decay. Old, rusted tools hang on the walls and broken furniture is strewn about. In the center of the room, you see a large wooden chest, its surface covered in strange symbols. As you approach the chest, the whispering grows louder, almost frantic. You hesitate for a moment, then lift the heavy lid. Inside, you find a collection of old, yellowed letters and photographs. The letters tell a heartbreaking tale of love, loss, and betrayal, revealing the identities of the spirits that haunt the house. Suddenly, the basement door slams shut, and the whispering stops. The room is plunged into an eerie silence, broken only by the sound of your own breathing. You realize that the spirits know you have uncovered their secrets, and they are not pleased. As you gather the letters and photographs, a chilling breeze sweeps through the basement, extinguishing your flashlight. In the pitch darkness, you feel a cold hand brush against your shoulder. Panic sets in, but you know you must remain calm. With the letters and photographs clutched tightly in your hand, you make your way back up the stairs, guided only by the faint light from the hallway above. Each step feels like an eternity, but finally, you reach the top and burst back into the corridor. The oppressive atmosphere seems to lift slightly, but you know the spirits are still watching. You've uncovered their tragic story, but there is still more to learn. Will you dare to continue, or have you had enough of the haunted house's horrors? Stay tuned for the next chapter, if you have the courage. Welcome back, fearless explorers. With the letters and photographs clutched tightly in your hands, you take a moment to catch your breath in the dimly lit hallway. The air is thick with tension, and you can feel the spirit's eyes upon you. Determined to uncover the last pieces of the puzzle, you press on. As you walk down the corridor, you notice a faint light seeping through a crack in the wall. Intrigued, you push against the wall, and to your surprise, it swings open to reveal a hidden passage. The narrow tunnel is lined with cobwebs, and the air is stale and heavy. You take a deep breath and step inside. The tunnel twists and turns, leading you deeper into the bowels of the house. The further you go, the more oppressive the atmosphere becomes. You can hear faint whispers echoing through the darkness, growing louder with each step. Finally, you reach a heavy wooden door, its surface carved with intricate patterns and symbols. With a sense of foreboding, you push the door open. Inside, you find a small candlelit chamber. The walls are covered in faded tapestries, and a large ornate mirror hangs on the far wall. As you step closer, you notice that the mirror's surface is cracked and tarnished. You reach out to touch it, and the room suddenly grows colder. The mirror begins to shimmer, and you see a ghostly figure appear within its depths. It's a woman, her eyes filled with sorrow and despair. She reaches out to you, mouthing words you cannot hear. You realize that she is one of the spirits bound to this house, and she is trying to communicate with you. Summoning your courage, you focus on the letters and photographs in your hand. You speak aloud the names of the spirits, hoping to bridge the gap between the living and the dead. The woman's expression softens, and she begins to speak. Her voice is faint, but you can make out her words. She tells you of a terrible betrayal, of a love lost and a family torn apart. As she speaks, the other spirits begin to appear, their faces etched with pain and longing. You listen intently, piecing together the final fragments of their tragic story. As the last spirit fades away, the chamber begins to tremble. You realize that you have uncovered the truth, and the spirits are finally at peace. The oppressive atmosphere lifts, and the house feels lighter, almost welcoming. With a sense of accomplishment, you make your way back through the tunnel and into the hallway. The whispers are gone, replaced by a serene silence. You know that the spirits have found their rest, and the haunted house is no longer a place of fear and sorrow. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the haunted house. Stay tuned for more spine-chilling adventures, and remember, the truth is often hidden in the shadows. Welcome back, brave souls. As you emerge from the hidden passageway, a sense of calm washes over you. The spirits have found their rest, but the house still holds one final secret. You notice a small, ornate box lying on a dusty table in the hallway. The box is locked, but you find a key hidden beneath the letters and photographs you had been carrying. With a deep breath, you unlock the box, revealing a collection of old, handwritten journals. As you carefully open the first journal, you realize it belonged to the woman in the mirror. Her words recount a life filled with love, betrayal, and heartache. You read about her family, their joys and sorrows, and the events that led to the tragic haunting of the house. The journals also reveal something unexpected, a hidden treasure buried beneath the house. The woman had written about it in hopes that one day, someone would find it and bring closure to her family's legacy. Determined to honor her wishes, you follow the clues in the journals, leading you to a spot in the basement. With some effort, you dig through the dirt and debris, eventually uncovering a small chest. Inside, you find precious heirlooms, letters, and documents that tell the complete story of the family's history. As you bring the chest back upstairs, the house seems to glow with a newfound warmth. The spirit's final wish has been fulfilled, and their story can now be told. You leave the house with a sense of fulfillment, knowing that you have brought peace to the restless souls and uncovered a hidden legacy. The haunted house is no longer a place of fear, but a testament to the enduring power of love and remembrance. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the haunted house. Stay tuned for more spine-chilling adventures. And remember, sometimes the most haunting stories are the ones that need to be told.